Alright, I'm back. I'm back. Let's go. Let's be Vampy. Use the enemies like escalate in their difficulty, hey. No, whoa, shotgun? Yeah, well, that's fair enough too. Sheesh. Oh, Vampy. Why'd you have to go down like that? Sheesh, man. All that for 3 shillings. Imagine if they just respawned. How did I all of a sudden become underleveled?
He had his tongue removed and his eyes gouged out. He was a victim of brutal torture.
Another house with all the same paintings.
You thought I was dead too, didn't you? No, I was just pretending. Doris told me I could have been a great actress.
You killed your family.
They mocked my talent.
Who is this person? Oh, let's get it started in here. Give us a nibble. Drax fool. Yucky. Okay, we got this.
I've never seen such a radical mutation. Could it be a new stage in the disease's evolution?
Pretty out there, I must admit.
So, this girl took lessons at the famous Doris Fletcher acting school.
Maybe that's where we gotta go. So it's like you don't get that much experience from fighting.
Good evening, sir. Please forgive me for disturbing you. I'm a doctor.
I never judge a man by his title, but by his attitude. And you are not disturbing me at all. I am Calhoun Russell, and I welcome you.
Well, I must admit it's good to receive a warm welcome for once. I'm Jonathan Reed.
Welcome, Dr. Reed.
I'm
welcome
Doctor.
to my humble shop.
Also, Jonathan Reed. What the? That was really bad. Or was it good? He's got bronchitis. Well, we can help him. We can help old mate Avery, right? It's the least we can do. Surely.
Do you need medical attention, Avery?
I won't refuse, sir. I don't feel that good these days.
Here is your prescription. You'll feel better soon enough.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Avery. We'll talk later.
Your bedroom is ready as always.
I don't know why he just didn't do his attack. I'm taken. Losing health. Really bad. Oh no, come on. 55 shillings for that, eh? Are you serious? It's pressing the heal button. What the F? Stupid game and the dumb fights. Oh wait, have lunch. Killed the first dude easily.
Liar, coward,
Let's just go. It's the wrong weapon. Maybe I just got lucky on that first fight. What the F? That went really poorly, whereas the first fight was very smooth.
liar, coward, you prohibition.
This one is a problematic one. Off me, loser. Don't have enough blood. Blood? Take blood. Okay. Leave him alone. Got no stamina. What the heck's going on? Target the right enemy. I don't understand. Resisted? Why? Oh, because they're doing an animation? This is really unreliable. I died and then when you die and you use a consumable, it persists through death that you use the consumable. That's really bad. So unlock the strat, people. Let's just get the blood. Easy. Finally. Blast. What a fight. How do I get out of this place? Can I go back in the house? Let me teleport back up there? Do I have to fight all these people? Go away, people. Oh, this is so annoying, this part of the game is playing.
Who are you? You who dared enter my realm. Are you here to worship or mock me?
I'm here to put an end to the vampire epidemic, Miss Fletcher.
Ah. But Doris Fletcher is no more. She was consumed by this putrid flesh that now enshrouds her.
You feel anger for what happened to you. But I can help you. I'm a doctor, Miss Fletcher.
Doris Fletcher is no more. All that remains are the dreams of the queen she was, and the queen she'll be. Until then, all shall die, for that was her final wish. You killed, I summoned thee.
Why didn't I heal? What? Oh, wee. Ow.
I smell your fear.
It smells alright. Chop, chop. We got sliced.
My blade shall pierce your villainous heart. I smell your fear.
Hello, lady. Ooh. Oh, man. Are we starting the fight again, are we?
My blade shall pierce your villainous heart, dark prince.
Yeah.
Woe unto thee, son of Babylon.
Son of Babylon.
Fear.
Talk about Babel, alright.
On guard.
Stupid game. What am I meant to do in this fight? I'll never know.
Woe unto thee, son of Babylon.
Oh, whatever. You just can't get touched by them at all. I hate these slow loading times. Press. Oh. Oh. What happened? He just fell over and died. Other person. Other person. Oh my gosh. Stupid targeting system, man. Maybe I'm just not strong enough. Target the other enemy. Oh, why am I stuck here? Let's go all the way over again. Good animations. Oh, good.
For your queen commands you.
We got a minute. We got a minute. We're gonna make this fight. We're gonna make this work. What's happening? No! It doesn't tell you that you're just rapidly losing health or whatever because of some stupid poison. Oh well, talk about disappointing. Oh my gosh, come on, get stamina! Get stamina! Oh, hit you anyway? Well. Oh, that's the blood that we need? Away.
On guard.
Enough blood, okay. Ouch. Oh, whatever. I can't heal. Get health up. Get health up. Dash out. Health.
Come to me.
No. Yay.
Wait. I beg you,
Hectic.
wait.
What?
I don't want to die.
And I did not come to kill you, Miss Fletcher.
Will you spare me then? Save this cadaverous carcass of mine. Does your heart beat a little faster now? You fancy me then, Doctor?
No, Miss Fletcher. My dead heart will beat for only one.
Ah! Is she pretty? Is she sweet and tender?
To me, yes.
Ah! I hate her already.
I know. And this is partly why you must be destroyed.
But you just said.
That I did not come here to kill you, yes. But I realize now the threat you embody must be stopped.
Will I be remembered? Will you?
You were Doris Fletcher, the greatest actress of her generation. No one can take that from you.
Thank you. And farewell.
Farewell, Doris.
Bravo! So dramatic. I love it.
McCullum!
How strange I seem to find you whenever I'm inquiring about that Skal infestation.
I mean you no harm.
I'm not here for you.
Stay away from me, McCullum. You and all your war dogs.
That I can't guarantee, Dr. Reed. But I'll let you go. For now.
I should probably leave the theater right now.
Bit weird how this bloke's house is just right across the road from the Vampire Society or what? Don't you reckon? A little weird. Just a little weird. To say the least.
Elizabeth, what are you doing here?
I've been formally asked to witness your triumph, my dear. After all, isn't it the natural role of a woman to support her man in victory?
But it's you who insisted I join the Ascalon.
Please forgive my giddiness. I'm just overcome by the thrill of finally being allowed within these hallowed halls.
You certainly have an inquisitive mind. It's quite something. Elizabeth Ashbury, only you can make me smile in these difficult times.
And the same to you, Jonathan Reed. Now go have your little chat with the chairman. I can see he's practically bursting to hear your report.
Welcome back to the Ascalon Club, Lance-Bearer. Please, tell us the good news. Have you put an end to the epidemic?
My hypothesis was correct. Doris Fletcher was the source of the contagion in this part of town. She was probably the first to be infected.
And you cleansed her before the hunters, I've been told. Well done, Dr. Reed. You thrust your lance and pierced the very heart of the corruption.
But some questions remain.
The important thing is, we won a major battle for the survival of London. For that, we salute you.
Thank you, my lord.
Now, I have another task for you. One of the utmost importance. Perhaps even more so than the previous.
I'm listening.
It's time for you to perform a most sacred duty for the club. I want you to recruit a new vampire.
Recruit a new vampire? Are you sending me on some sort of diplomatic mission?
Not exactly. I want you to make Aloysius Dawson the Ekon he deserves to be.
I'm not sure I'm the best candidate for such a task.
I can hear the hesitation in your voice, Dr. Reed. I admire a man of principles or comfort.
It's not a moral question, Lord Redgrave. It's the responsibility of giving immortality to a man I barely know.
Nonsense. Aloysius has been a member of the Ascalon for years. This is but the fruition of a long-held plan.
How would you like me to proceed?
Aloysius is waiting for you at the Dawson estate. Once the deed is done, I'll join you there to celebrate this momentous occasion.
Before I go, I have a few questions.
All right, I'm listening.
Questions such as, what's for lunch? Because it's lunchtime and I'm going to have my lunch. Alright, osh my gosh. PlayStation turned off. What are the chances of that? We just had a really strange lunch. Had my cereal. And I had like 3 bites of garlic bread. Curiouser and curiouser. I gotta turn the subwoofer on too. No, I gotta turn the old boy into a vampy. Ah.
Why Aloysius Dawson?
Because he is about to die. And he just may be the most influential man in England.
Folks, come on.
You invited Lady Ashbury. Wouldn't that be breaking one of your cardinal rules? No women allowed.
Not allowed as members, no. But considering the circumstances, I thought you'd like to have her here to witness your triumph.
So it's a temporary admittance, then?
Something of a bargain, considering the crisis.
Are you sure your information about Redgrave is correct? He says he's the progeny of the great knight William Marshall, who lived some 9 centuries ago.
That's a lie. Lord Redgrave is unable to create anything but skulls, if the poor soul survive at all.
Why? Does anybody know why that is? It's pretty like, crazy allegation.
How can you be sure the information was correct?
I made the acquaintance of a most interesting informer
Fine.
while investigating your maker, from whom I learned the truth about Lord Redgrave.
My pocket.
What would you have me do about Dawson?
The man is dangerous. Did you know he plans to build a wall to separate the healthy rich from the sickly poor? Do not make him your progeny.
What would you do?
The man's dying already. Let the Reaper harvest the rotten fruit that is his soul.
What would happen if I made Dawson an Ekon like myself?
You would add a powerful immortal into a suffold. An immortal who already craves authority.
Maybe I could teach him control. Lead him down the right path.
Mr. Dawson spent his life searching for a way to cheat death. I'm sure he has spent decades dreaming of how he'd spend eternity as a tyrant.
Goodbye for now, Elizabeth.
Goodbye, my dear. Please, be careful.
Maybe we'll see Scuff today, maybe we won't.
It looks like vampires have to obey Mendel's laws when producing progeny. Powers pass from one generation to another. That's why Dawson wants me to sire him.
What's Mendel's law? Oh, it's about genes passing on from one to the other, which I guess feeds into natural selection. Stop tripping me up with these stupid methods. He dead. Come on, Stokes. Over here, come on. Other side. Oh, good.
Show me your power, newborn!
Who's this dude? Why are you here? Ow, okay.
I will crush you!
Wow, it's very strong. Just as I thought I was getting strong. Sheesh. Nullified. I need to get blood. Oh good. Too dangerous to approach him. Let's just do this long ass fight. Still managed to get me like that. That sucks. Ouch. Oh wow, I'm taking a lot of damage. What, am I a traitor? Of course.
Show me your
Alright, I need to wait 10 seconds. Dead, fool. That was great. It was intense in its own way, you know what I mean? Whew. See you later, Liam. Good dog. Nothing to worry about. I don't know if I need to keep going or what to do. Seems like I'll probably have to come back here another time. Is this not the way? Imagine having to come back here and fight that dude again. There's that painting again.
Finally you're here, Dr. Reed. What took you so long?
I had to pass several of your barricades and outposts to access your mansion, sir.
Death, pestilence surround us, and time is against me.
I see you've gathered some of the most expensive, albeit experimental, blood transfusion equipment available. All this could be so useful in a hospital.
Yes, yes. Since Lord Redgrave sent me a doctor to perform my conversion, I thought you might find some of these devices useful.
Most thoughtful. But tonight I'm not here as a physician.
But I feel reassured that a specialist such as yourself would help me to escape the Reaper.
Very well. But before I proceed, I have a few questions for you.
If you must, but be quick, for I don't have much time left in this life.
First of all, I need to be sure that you know exactly what is going to happen to you, sir.
I can assure you I'm as informed as any man can be. I have planned for this moment, Dr. Reed. Planned very carefully.
Believe me, there is a huge difference between reading about vampires and waking up as one. I learned that myself the hard way.
Oh my god, man, stop your whining. I don't have time for
Go and achieve your focus, Tim.com. I'll be here for a few more hours anyway. And if I catch you, I'll catch you. If I don't, may the focus be with you. Use the power of candy. Don't get too spooked late at night. Ooh.
I will become your maker. Do you understand what that means?
Well, I certainly won't consider you my liege, or some such drivel. You can be assured of that.
What do you know about the Guard of Priwen?
What I do know is that I'll crush anyone or anything that would dare to oppose me.
Let's move on then.
Please, I'm cold and tired. I feel my life waning with every moment.
But first, before you embrace immortality, what would you do with such a gift?
That's a rather impertinent question, Dr. Reed. And I will do as I please.
Answer me all the same. What will your first action be as an immortal?
To save London, I will finance the most efficient quarantine ever seen. I will build a wall that will separate the sick boroughs from the healthy ones.
I've heard enough. It's time to proceed.
At last. All right, do what you have to do. If it hurts, so be it. I've been preparing such a long time for this.
Charm. Forget your fear of dying. Turn. You sacrifice 2,000 XP in the process. I'll make you a vampire. Let's do it.
Are you ready for immortality, Mr. Dawson? Drink now. And say farewell to life as you prepare
Okay,
to
different,
be born.
different controller.
What do you mean, drink? What about the blood transfusion?
I'm the doctor and the vampire here, so I'll give the orders. Drink, sir. Now.
All right.
Good. That's enough. That's enough, I said.
I will not die. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Oh no. You will die, sir. Steel yourself. You're already in death's grip.
I thought he was meant to turn into a vampire.
It's locked.
I don't understand.
It's locked.
I wanted all the stuff. Was his head zombie? Straight up. Looks like I've ransacked everything in this house. Should I have just killed him? Stop checking. I've tried to press buttons on everything. How was your Halloween, Ratsy, did you eat any candy? You just have a good old-fashioned bang and mash like the rest of us.
Is it done, Dr. Reed? Is Aloysius Dawson reborn as expected?
Yes, my lord. Ascalon has a new recruit, as you ordered.
Wonderful news. I've waited for this outcome for so long. Tonight you served your country, the king himself, beyond all expectation.
Thank you, my lord.
No, thank you, Dr. Reed. Now, could you do me one last favor?
Of course. What is it?
Go outside and talk with that disgusting creature I saw waiting for you in front of this mansion.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'll have a look.
Good. I didn't kill her on the spot, for she claims to be a friend of yours. But don't you dare. Thank you, Lance-Bearer. I shall take care of our new member when he awakes. For now, please get rid of that monster.
Who is it? Monstrosity? Whatever could it be? Oh.
We meet again at the strangest of times,
It's
young
a
Ekon.
skull. It's not
So
a vampire.
do you serve the Earl of Bristol now?
Old Bridget,
Basically a zombie.
what are you doing here?
Your friend, the wise Ekon. She sent me to warn you.
Lady Ashbury. You know her. Tell me what's going on.
The lady approached me but a few nights ago, wanting to meet the sewer skulls. Once she questioned Harriet Jones. She agreed to help us.
Harriet Jones is still with you then? How is she doing?
Harriet remains angry, but is recovering slowly. Her mind is twisted, but at least her body is healing.
Tell me what is going on.
The lady asked us to keep an eye on your mortal doctor friend while you were away. We spotted the hunters. They were discussing plans to attack tonight.
No time to lose then. I must go there right away.
I shall return to my den. Have you a message for the lady? Should I see her before you?
Tell her we need to talk.
In the end, is this not what we all need? Go now and take care, young Ekon, for the flames are rising.
Amy Flame, flame on. I've got minus XP.
It's locked.
What game gives you minus XP? Like, I don't understand how you get minus XP. Is it because I did what the game asked me to do? Get 3 dialogue options and I picked one. The game says, kill the vampire.
Those bastards.
I mean, make
What
him a
have they done to
vampire.
Edgar?
Make him a vampire and then you get minus XP. Stupid game.
Looks like he's wounded. I better follow the blood.
I need like 4,000 XP to get my power up to the max.
Ultraviolet curtains and orichalcum powder. Dr. Swansea's always been a resourceful bastard. I bet he never told you he had this installed in case of a vampire attack. Says a lot about how much he trusts you.
What have you done with Edgar?
Don't worry. We don't kill humans. Even if your friend is deserving of a little punishment for what.
What are you talking about?
We know everything. Swansea and you created this bloody epidemic. You aim to unleash another disaster, just like William Marshall did.
No, I'm trying to put an end to it, just like you are.
You're his progeny, aren't you? Where is the monster hiding? It's still in England, isn't it?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Jeffrey, please listen to me.
No tricks. That shit won't work on me. We've found proof in the theater. Doris Fletcher was your first experiment. Now where is Marshall? Speak! So much for modern technology. Time for the tried and true. Do you know what this is, Beast? This is a drop of King Arthur's blood. The blood of a true defender of Britain. Stronger than your evil powers.
This is ridiculous. We're losing precious time.
True enough. Soon I'll bring your head before your coward of a father. True life.
Cool sword, dude. Bring it. Think I'm gonna lose to you? Maximum DPS. Oh. Oh, wow. Ow. I'm dead! Sheesh mageesh. Alright, we'll try that again, shall we?
Show some style. Fight like a man.
Gotta get out of the way, dude. Ow. Alright. Why do I have no stamina?
Come on, Reed. Try something else.
He's trying to use it to get health, dude. Alright, we're gonna wait. We got 30 seconds. Sheesh, okay, I wasn't expecting that attack that. Oh, back it off. Oh man, dude, okay. Okay, I'm gonna need to. No, you serious? I pressed the heal button and he didn't heal. Au revoir, Vase. Now just remember, when you sleep, you won't be waking up, okay? It's Halloween. Right, well guys, why did you say something so sinister?
Your poisonous bite is useless on me.
You know I didn't mean it, Base. No, I didn't mean it. Here, take one of the dogs, I'll keep you safe.
Show something else.
Sheesh, once you run out of stamina and you can't move, that's it, isn't it? That's my own death right there. Okay, rival guys. It's just you and the dog. Oh man. That was so close.
That hurts, doesn't it?
That was bonkers close. Sheesh, okay. Get the stamina back up. Heal. Heals. Why isn't stamina going back up? Why is stamina not going up? Go up.
Close your eyes! This is gonna hurt.
Speak for yourself, Mr. McCallum.
Come on, Reed. Try something else.
Are you serious? Why don't I have any stamina? Don't understand why stamina takes so long to regen in this fight. That fight was horrible. Okay, I can't do anything there. So it's just the lights. You stay out of the lights then. I guess we should... Is this just a fight about dashing around until you can use your power on him? Why can't I use it? Look at how much damage that dude just did to me. Let's just try to wait a minute if we can. Jeez, Mobu. Shields up.
If you're so...
It's over, McCallum. My mean way of playing this game means that I win. 30 seconds until your
Close your
demise.
eyes! This is gonna hurt.
Oh! Shields. 10 seconds, McCallum. 3, 2, 1. Engage. Engage the enemy? And chop, and chop, and chop. Okay, that's not working. Just a nibble, McCallum. And chop, and chop. You dead, man. Wait, where's his sword? I want the sword.
We are the guardian of justice. Priwen shall prevail.
You can't accept the fact we're not enemies, can you?
We always have been, and we always will be. Of all the evils that threaten mankind, your kind are the worst.
I'm not saying we could be friends, you and I. But perhaps we could collaborate to put an end to this epidemic.
Never! We are Priwen. We do not negotiate. We do not compromise.
There is no way you'll ever let me be, McCullum. You'll always hunt me down, won't you?
There is no escape, Leech. Kill me now. For there is no way you can sway me to your ideals.
That's where you're mistaken.
What do you mean?
I'll make you a vampire. I'll make you one of us.
No! Kill me!
You're not to be hunted. Just
That's the evil answer. Who cares about XP?
when I kissed my goodbye, I had no idea what I was doing. But now I do. Consider this my kiss of Judas.
Is he a bird? Is that how you feed him? Just a little bit of regurgitation.
Welcome to the world through the looking glass. Edgar, can you hear me?
Jonathan, is it really you?
Easy. Easy. Save your strength. I'm getting you out of here.
Don't try to spare me. As a physician, I know all too well when it's too late. Punctured lung, broken ribs, and internal bleeding. An accurate diagnosis, wouldn't you say?
Edgar, what happened?
They wanted me to confess. Beat me black and blue.
Jeffrey McCullum ambushed me at the Pembroke Hospital. He was convinced you and I were responsible for the Skal epidemic.
I never imagined that self-righteous fanatic would dare to attack us in the open. What became of him?
I put him in a somewhat delicate position when I made him an immortal.
Really? You sure that was the wisest course of action?
Time will tell. The most intriguing part of his accusation was that you and I were the pawns of some ancient vampire.
William Marshall. Yes, they tortured me to make me confess the same nonsense.
You gonna play God of War when it comes out, Kratzy?
I think you're hiding something, Edgar.
What do you mean?
William Marshall, for example.
Huh?
You speak of him as if you know him. How is that?
Jonathan, I cannot say I'm ready for another round of questions.
Maybe down the track, yeah.
Why would the Guard of Priwen believe you and I created the vampire epidemic?
Maybe due to our profession. Because I offered you shelter in my hospital.
What can you tell me about William Marshall?
Not much. History paints the story he was the greatest knight who ever lived. Amongst the immortals, he had a yet greater legend.
Why would he deserve such a reputation?
I cannot say. The Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole has next to no intelligence on him. All I know is that he's supposed to be the oldest of all the British vampires.
Why is the Guard of Priwen so obsessed with him?
He was the only ancient vampire to escape the first great hunt launched by the Guard of Priwen in 1854. They believe he's an evil creature plotting his return.
While investigating the epidemic, I read some of McCullum's findings. I think you have some explaining to do.
I have nothing to hide, Jonathan. Nothing at all.
Do you know Doris Fletcher's real name?
No, I'm afraid not.
Her real name was Doris Jones. She was the daughter of Harriet Jones.
What do you want me to say, Jonathan?
Do you remember when we suspected Sean Hampton of killing Harriet Jones?
The terrible episode that came as a shock to us all.
Harriet Jones faked her own death. When I found her in the sewers, she confessed she wanted everybody to pay for what happened to her.
That woman was extremely bitter, full of hatred and festering anger.
Doris Fletcher visited her mother at the Pembroke Hospital. That's how she first got infected.
I know nothing about that. Miss Fletcher once came to visit the sick. That is all I know.
No, Edgar, there is more. Doris Fletcher was Harriet Jones's daughter. They exhibited the same symptoms: blind hate and strong physical mutation.
What does this sad story have to do with us?
Do you know where we are? Doris Fletcher's theater. This is where that hateful creature plotted to spread the epidemic across London.
I only briefly met Miss Fletcher once when she visited the Pembroke Hospital. You say it was to see her mother. She seemed like such a sweet and graceful woman.
My point exactly. The disease turned her into a bitter soul, driven by vengeance just like her mother, a symptom of all the infected patients.
Certain diseases are known to produce similar effects. Rabies, for example. And rabies is not the devil at work.
Come on, Edgar. Don't you see the pattern here? The epidemic, the link between Doris and Harriet, the suspicion of McCullum?
How could I? I never saw Harriet Jones again after she fled the hospital.
Doris and Harriet shared more than a hidden family bond. They were the embodiment of the epidemic and are linked to the Pembroke Hospital. Come on, Edgar, this is no coincidence.
I swear I'm at a complete loss. All I did was administer vampire blood to cure old Harriet. There was no evil plan, no diabolical plot.
You did what?
I tested the regenerating and healing properties of vampire blood on Harriet Jones. My only intention was to find the cure for influenza, I swear.
Whose blood did you use? William Marshall's? Mine?
Lady Ashbury's. While transfusing her with human blood, humanely appeasing her hunger, I also kept samples of her blood for my research.
You used her blood on Harriet Jones? My God, Edgar, that's unethical. You betrayed 2 of your patients at the same time.
How dare you judge me? Must I name the alarming list of your victims?
We are both deceivers. But at least I know I'm a monster.
You have worked beside me. You saw what I'm doing at Pembroke Hospital. Jonathan, you know I'm not an evil soul. just another victim of this tragedy.
Let die? I'll turn him into a vampire.
No, Edgar, you are not going to die. Unless you want to.
What do you mean?
I can save you, Edgar. I can turn your broken body into one like mine.
You truly would? After all I've done, after all that's been said, you would offer me this gift?
I have no way of knowing which punishment would be worse, Edgar. But it is not for me to decide. So?
Oh, please, Jonathan, please. I beg you. This is what I've always wanted. This is what I've always searched for.
Very well, then.
Turning everybody into vampires on the stream.
Prepare to die.
You can be a vampire. You can be a vampire. Over there, you can be a vampire too.
I'm ready. Oh, indeed, I am ready.
Enough!
Cut it out, you thirsty thing. Hop on up, folks. Now I've got even less XP. Lady Ashbury.
What good fortune brings you back to me, Jonathan? What is it, my dear?
I'm afraid it's bad news, Elizabeth. The worst, actually.
Please, speak up.
Edgar is no longer in McCullum's grasp. I resolved that matter.
Where is our good friend now? Is he well?
Of a sort. His injuries were mortal. I had no choice but to make him one of us. To save him, punish him.
To punish him? I fail to understand. And what is the source of this cold tone in your voice?
Edgar Swansea was responsible for the Skal epidemic, Elizabeth. It was he who unleashed the deadly scourge upon London.
What? Are you certain? This is the most terrible accusation of all.
He confessed everything to me. He sought to cure the disease, to exploit vampire blood to stop the epidemic. But he unwittingly gave birth to a catastrophe.
All those poor victims. How could he do it? What happened?
Edgar gave no heed to ethics. His theory could have been proven to be correct, but he abused the confidence of his patients to test it.
I must say I'm shocked, Jonathan. Who would have thought it? And the poor patient. Let me guess. It was Harriet Jones, was it not?
Yes. That explains how Doris Fletcher was infected, and how she became an Icor. She secretly visited at Pembroke.
Then we have no choice. We must act quickly, Jonathan. We must return to the sewers and put an end to the threat poor Harriet embodies.
I have one more matter to discuss. Harriet Jones was the primary case, but do you know what a healthy carrier is?
Your voice that frightens me, Jonathan. What are you trying to say?
It was your blood Edgar used for his experiment on Harriet Jones.
What? No. No. This can't be.
Oh, shoot.
Are you all right?
No, I have to go.
What do you mean?
Leave me alone. Save the city, Jonathan. Save what can be saved.
Elizabeth, I need answers. Why did your blood
Stay
cause
away
this?
from me. Please. I swear I never was your
Wait!
enemy.
No! Elizabeth!
Let's ransack the joint. Take it, I'll take it, I'll take it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we can just focus on McCullum. All the ads dead. Alright. Well,
Good evening, Vampire Hunter.
Are you here to mock me, Reed?
Not at all, McCullum. I am here because I need you.
Really? I'm intrigued. Speak up, then.
I need the blood of a king. The blood of Arthur. I'm certain you possess it, and I must have it.
The Guard's most sacred and precious relic. Why would you... You found Marshall's memoirs. I should have destroyed that book.
I need the antidote to save this city, McCullum.
It is within me to take your words as truth. I want to, but I must know more. What precisely are your plans?
I have found the carrier, McCullum. The infection's source. It may be science or some supernatural power that's responsible for all this. But I will harness either or both to end the epidemic.
A vampire doctor. My God, you're a terrifying creature. Jonathan Emmett Reed.
Do you not understand? We wanted the same thing from the outset. A means to end this vampire epidemic.
Not enemies. Maybe that is so. Take it then. I see no other hope for this city. If this is some trick, you will be damned, Dr. Reed.
Thank you. Can we speak more?
Indeed. Why not?
Why are you here?
The man who raised me after the brutal murder of my parents. He's buried here.
Were both your parents killed by vampires?
Yes. And yet worse. My father returned to Dublin a vampire and tore out my mother's throat.
And who was this man?
Carl Eldritch. One-time leader of Prewin. He killed my father in front of me. Helped me hunt my brother Ain after teaching me how to kill leeches.
How are you adapting to immortality?
I feel so powerful it gives me shivers. I could be the greatest vampire hunter ever.
Will you hunt me down?
Not for now. But you had better behave, Doctor. Or I may change my mind.
Will you leave the Guard now that you are what you are?
Are we not creatures of deceit? I could hide my nature from my men. Or name a successor. Go my own way. I know not yet my path.
Farewell, my progeny.
Do not stretch your luck, Reed.
is it these giant splotch marks?
Where is old Bridget? Damn. If I'd come earlier, they would still be alive.
Take not a step further, child, for you are unprepared.
You, at last. I wondered when you would show your face again. Step away. We have nothing to discuss.
Desist, child. You cannot confront the monstrosity unleashed upon this land without due preparation. I shall not allow it.
All right. But no more riddles. Enough of the obscure songs and prophecies. I ask questions, and you answer them.
My words have been as clear as crystal lakes, my child. You seem unwilling to drink, to listen, to learn.
What is your true appearance?
I do not understand. This is who I am.
Blood. You are made of blood. Surely you are joking.
Why would I? And no, I'm not made of blood. I am blood. Blood is what I am since my birth and for eternity.
But who are you really? Tell me your name.
I am your maker. I am the servant of the Red Goddess and protector of this land. I have many names.
Just give me one, then.
There are those who call me Myrddin Wild, the Wild Horned Man. But I never was a man. I was born out of blood.
Why did you choose me?
Only you could provide a modern, scientific answer to this ancient, mystical threat.
What kind of modern answer?
Disease, contagion, and contamination. How they course through veins is your dominion, my child. Your choices have made you. Only you can save this land.
Speak to me of this ancient threat.
The blood of hate. Vessel of the wrath of the goddess. When she awakens, a disaster will be born into this world, for she is hunger and anger.
I'm here to stop Harriet Jones. She is the original carrier. The well from which this corruption flows.
I have heard you, but be wary. Harriet Jones's mind is no more. She has metamorphosed into an apocalypse. Born from, drenched in, and driven by the blood of hate.
What is the blood of hate?
It is the curse of the goddess. It is the hunger in you, the need for blood, the will to strike and to punish, to spit in the eye of God.
Tell me about this disaster, creature. I know London fell victim to such a thing in 1666.
A disaster is pure anger born through blood. Its name means bad star, for they reappear when our queen unleashes her unquenchable wrath upon the world.
So the disaster is some sort of accident. A disease vampires carry dormant in their blood, waiting to emerge.
That's your modern answer. But a disaster is at the same time both less and more.
Tell me what it is then, in your own words.
A disaster is the pure will of our queen. Whenever she dreams of walking this earth, she awakes in this putrid vessel.
And who is this queen?
She is the Red Goddess, the Queen of Blood. In my youth, 100 lifetimes ago, she was worshipped as the Morrigan. She is my mother. She is yours, too.
The Morrigan? The Celtic goddess of war? Is this a ruse of some kind?
She has been worshipped in many forms throughout the ages. The true nature of the Red Queen is beyond your comprehension, eluding even mine. But know this, she is a vengeful mother.
I only wish to know how to put an end to this epidemic.
To perform an act so noble, you must protect yourself from its poisonous kiss, my child.
I know. McCullum used such a serum when trying to kill me. However, I have produced a more efficacious version of the antidote.
Your final task awaits you at the end of these tunnels. I've known for ages you were worthy of this challenge, my champion, Bittersweet.
You tricked me. My sister died for your schemes. I have brought suffering and tragedy into this world. I am not, nor will I ever be your champion.
Very soon you'll come to know that sacrifice is sometimes necessary. I understand the grudge a child bears towards his father and mother. Be brave, my child.
Vampy. Let it begin.
Oh, I'm sick. So sick. Doctor, help me, please. I'm in such pain.
I'll be glad to be of assistance.
Like your help, Doris. Liars! All of you! My poor baby. I've been such a bad mother. But the Queen herself forgave me. Gave me another chance.
Harriet, you must stop all of this. I can't let you infect anyone else.
How dare you interfere with the Red Queen's plans, Doctor? How can you stop the course of nature?
Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. I just pressed the square button and I'm dead. Alright, looks like we have to play the game. Wow, the poison is very strong. Okay, just don't stand in the poison.
They took my daughter from me!
Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Stand away from the poison. I'm dead. Healed. Can I heal? No! She's dead. All I did was smash the buttons and sing. I am super powerful. Oh. Okay. Well, let us try again.
I was a good mother.
Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Don't need answer. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Heals up. Healing up. Alright, now let's wander over here. Take a boom. Blood goes in the thing. Yucky, yucky, yucky.
This anger I feel, is it wrath? I think it is. Oh, how infinitely, how intensely, how irredeemably are you all going to suffer now?
Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Use my blood powers, try not to die, try not to die, try not to die, try not to die, try not to die. I am getting wrecked right now, let it be. Trying not to die, I'm dead. So I don't know what all those things are. Aha, fool! You didn't think about that, did you? I ain't afraid no ghost. Oh no. Joe, Alright, let's try to do this properly. Waiting. L2, we good? Oh gosh. Feed your mummy in her tummy. Oh, getting bodied. He's gonna have to focus for this one, sadly. Move. I definitely would have just done my own Halloween show. Tales from the Crypt style. Tell some like spooky stories. Oh, for fudge sakes. Alright, cool kids. Let's try this again, shall we? Ah, yep. I don't have any of that. Chill. Whoa. You weren't expecting that, were you, lady?
Eat, for this is my body.
This is your body. Where's your body? Oh. Okay, not good. Get the blood up. Ouch.
Blood, feed me, give me their lives.
Escape.
Abundant the heart, feed your lover, child.
Relax, one thing at a time. Whoa. Sheesh, that's what I get for trying to play aggressively. Just back it up. You got 4 seconds until the ability. Oh, you weren't expecting that, lady, were ya?
Such innocence, such guilt.
Oh, okay, back it up. This one's back it up. Oh no. Heal.
Give me more! They are so young, so tasty!
Nullified? Gee, okay. Going down. Get out of the timber.
Do you think your champion defeated child?
No one could ever defeat you, mother of us all, for you are our every root and leaf.
You've always been my most amusing son.
Then go back to sleep, my queen, and smile at us from your dreams.
Did they feel my wrath? Have they suffered enough?
More than ever, mother of us all.
Until the next time.
Until the next time.
Whoa.
So
Nuts,
it's over
right?
then, young Ekon. You have put an end to this terrible menace.
Old Bridget, what are you doing here?
This is my realm, Ekon. This is Suascal territory.
But they were all massacred by the monstrosity that Harriet became.
Others will come, engendered by deceitful vampires. I don't mean you, of course.
I thought you'd been slaughtered, with all the other Suascals.
I was up above, in search of help when Harriet suddenly turned into that thing. I have no idea what it was.
It's over. I have avenged my poor Mary.
Yes, you prevailed in the end. I hope you'll forgive me for the way I treated you when first you presented yourself at our gate.
No need to apologize, really.
Perhaps there will be no stories told or songs sung of what's happened here today. But I'll know the truth. Jonathan Reed, newborn vampire, stepped forward and saved us all.
I'm honored to be part. Thank you, old Bridget. May I ask you just one question?
How could I refuse you anything now? I'll answer just as I answered Lady Ashbury when we met a few nights ago.
Who are you? Really?
I was born with the name Bridget Eleanor Wellington. In 1738, my beloved and immortal husband decided to preserve my beauty and youth forever by making me drink his blood.
You were Lord Redgrave's wife. Then the pompous fool rejected you, did he?
It was about 200 years ago. Peace found me in time. And I sincerely hope it will find you too, now that all is over.
No, it's not over. I may have ended the vampire epidemic, but I still need answers from the woman I love.
I feared you would say that. Go then, young Ekon, and face your fate. Just remember that I'll always be here for you.
I didn't know he liked her. I thought that was a bit weird, eh?
London has been cleansed. This catastrophe came about when an ancient malignant will crossed paths with mortal imprudence. For now, we are safe. For now. My craving for blood remains. Red like hate, red like hunger. Red as life and death, passing from one immortal to another. From predator to thing. Patiently biding its time to rise again. London has been cleansed for now, but there's a simmering hatred, fear, and old grudges. When will we succumb, mortals and immortals alike? The next disaster is only a matter of time. My only hope now is to catch the woman I love, to understand why she fled, and unmask the secret that has been lurking in her blood for so long.
Oh, she ran away to a little Scottish place.
Well, this is it. Lady Ashbury's domain. Why am I not surprised it's not on any... I'd better hurry.
Yeah, finally gonna get good.
Beautiful morn, my child. It looks like dawn is here at long last.
Can't you just leave me alone? Your precious queen has been sent back to the bottomless pit from whence she came. The nightmare is almost over.
I am here to say goodbye. The sun's warmth exhausts me. Soon I will rejoin my queen in her endless sleep. It is over. You did well.
So our beloved mother will just go back to sleep, now that enough people have suffered. Is that it?
No, Jonathan. The Morrigan has been appeased because you dared confront her. You have prevailed, my bittersweet champion.
And what are you to her? Her counterpart? Her opponent in some timeless game?
She is my mother, My dreadful and sour-tempered mother. She is yours too, in a way, but you are not born from her terrible womb like me. You are but a distant child.
What does she seek? Revenge? Retribution?
She seeks nothing, since she only dreams of it. In the ancient tongue, when I was young, her name meant Ghostly Queen. Pray she never fully awakens, for her wrath knows no bounds.
Why did Harriet Jones become a disaster?
You are the doctor. You hold the knowledge needed to answer such a question. Have you the answer?
I noticed that all the Icors were female, as if a male couldn't endure the metamorphosis. Harriet was also a bitter and resentful woman, as was her daughter.
If the Morrigan prefers despoiled women to become the vessels of her wrath, we should be thankful that but one disaster hath been cast upon this wobbling world.
Icors seem to carry various diseases. They did not merely turn people into skulls. Their presence alone spreads death.
Who knows whether the Red Queen awakens when cursed mortals endure such epidemics, or if the contagions emerge like a curse as she awakes.
This is not over. I am here to find the true origin of the blood of hate.
'Tis unwise to interfere with a tale rooted so deeply in the suffering of others.
Ah, there's more dialogue. Oh, what will happen?
What will happen to Ascalon? Will you let them run the country from the shadows?
With your progeny at its head, it would not be long before this Ekon assembly catches a second wind. To discreetly control its plans is your decision to make.
What will become of the vampire hunters?
In their leader, you now have a spy behind enemy lines. By guiding your progeny, you may yet protect your immortal friends for some time to come. If you dare.
What will become of the Brotherhood?
I foresee trouble for them now that your progeny considers becoming the new primate.
Edgar? Are you serious?
In a manner, you opened the way for him by slaying Usher Talltree. Clever if you had planned it, but a mistake most sinister if you did not.
No. I must know why Elizabeth fled here when I discovered she was the original healthy carrier.
No, she is not what you say she is. That is a secret you will discover soon enough.
And you? Why are you here? Which new thread of which old twisted plan are you seeking to pull now? Tell me the truth.
I am just here to salute my sons, and to bid them fare thee well.
Your sons? Plural? My God, will you ever stop speaking in riddles?
Perhaps I am too old for your spoken language. Perhaps you now have so many subtle words you no longer hear the simplest ones.
Tell me about William Marshall. Why is his blood so strong?
He is not stronger than you, only older. You are strong, Jonathan Reed. A champion of your time, chosen to defeat a threat spawn of this generation.
Is he here? Is William Marshall here? Is that why you're here now, too?
Have I not
Mr. J Gaming.
Question?
You trolling me, dude?
His blood was not tainted. The blood Lord Redgrave possessed. That which I used in the serum. But what if it had been?
Then you would have failed, I suppose. For the blood of hate would have corrupted you too.
When he fought me, Geoffrey McCullum used a serum made of King Arthur's blood. Since then, I have discovered that it was vampire blood. Whose blood was it?
You just said it. It was the blood of a king. The blood of the champion I chose to save this land in its time of greatest peril.
King Arthur was also your progeny. Why am I not surprised?
Yes, he was. But he failed in the end. And for centuries the land suffered his defeat.
Who are your sons? Why do you bid them farewell now?
You are my son, as is William Marshall.
This is madness. How many have you created? Who else? Shakespeare? Isaac Newton? Alfred the Great? Francis Drake? Thomas More? Guy Fawkes?
My progeny is scarce, for I rarely feel the urge to protect this land anymore. But yes, one of those you named is your immortal brother. Maybe you shall meet one night.
So that is all we are to you? Puppets you create to defeat some threat born from a dreaming devil?
No. You are my sons. I am proud of you. I mourn when you fail.
Speak clearly then, and answer my last question.
What is it?
Did I defeat the epidemic?
Now you've found the castle, Jonathan Reed. Only you can answer that. Farewell, my child. I shall dream about you soon.
Alright, get out of my way.
It's locked, all right.
Ah!
The castle walls look decrepit. Maybe I can find a way to sneak in.
Of course. Everything's locked in this dumb game.
I cannot enter. The lady of the manor isn't expecting visitors.
Come on, we must be so close to the end of the game, or what?
Shall we abandon this then? Shall we lower our heads?
No, never. You taught me that.
Blood is approaching. Old but young. How strange. Shall I drink it? Smite it?
No, Father. He is a friend. Please, rest. I'll take care of it.
Caution, Elizabeth. Deceit runs through these veins.
I know, Father. What took you so long, Jonathan?
Is this really him?
Yes. This is William Marshall, 1st Earl of Pembroke, servant of 5 mortal kings, former regent and saviour of England. The greatest knight who ever lived, according to some.
And you called him father?
For he gave me eternal life, and much more.
I have so many questions, Elizabeth.
You always had questions, Dr. Reed.
Now that I stand before you both, in this vault, I know not where to begin.
We still have a few minutes left.
Where are we? What is this place?
This is the Ashbury estate. I inherited the title when I
Is this your retreat? Something of a secret place?
It's more of a sanctuary, really. This is where I take care of my father. Ever since he became...
Are you not afraid someone might discover you here? It It's not that hard to find.
Do not assume that I would hesitate to silence anyone who tried to reveal my secret. Fortunately, it has rarely come to that.
Why did you flee here?
When you told me I was the healthy carrier, I had nowhere else to go.
You mean you had to return to the real source of this scourge?
Yes, to end it, once and for all.
Will you go back to London?
No, Jonathan. I do not intend to.
But you had your whole life there.
Not anymore. Especially after my dear Charlotte was murdered.
I have destroyed the disaster, this creature that Harriet Jones had become. The epidemic is no more, and London will recover. In time.
I never thought I'd say this, but I think London's last hope is in Priwen's hands. To stem the epidemic, many districts must be cleansed.
Mortals defend their interests as we defend ours. It is only natural.
I cannot bear knowing I was the cause of all this, through the use of my own blood.
No. This catastrophe was the result of unethical experimentation, and the will of a creature so inexplicably evil. She exceeds all the terrible wonders I have seen since my death.
But it was my blood all along. My corrupted blood of hate. The poisoned blood of my father. A healthy carrier.
Why are you hiding William Marshall here?
How could I not take care of him? He sacrificed himself by giving me the only dose of antidote he had.
He gave you the antidote?
Yes. And in doing so, he knew he'd have to be confined here. And yet he volunteered. That's how great a man William Marshall was. And still is.
What do you do for him?
I visit him as often as possible. I paint the landscapes he will never see again. With my blood.
You feed him? You barely sustain yourself on the weak blood of the dying, yet you give him your blood?
After he saved me from the blood rage, I swore I would never kill to feed. He said the same.
Is he dangerous?
What do you think? He is a thirsty Ekon, who has not fed in centuries. An elder vampire, driven by an urge to kill and spread the blood of hate.
Can he communicate?
Yes. Sometimes he even seems like the noble knight who saved and raised me. But you know, the malice never fully leaves his eyes.
No redemption, then?
And yet he thinks he has been offered immortality by the angels to protect the feeble and to smite the unholy.
We could cure him.
It's too late. The blood of hate has run for too long. The antidote would not work on him. Believe me, I tried.
William Marshall infected you. He is the true, original carrier.
Yes. But he saved me by sacrificing himself.
Saved you? How?
The tears of angels. The cleansing of impure blood by an older, more powerful blood. It worked on me, did it not?
Yes. Blood is the definitive key to our species. Scowls, cleansing, lineage. Do you really think it worked?
It has, Jonathan. I was nothing but a beast who took pleasure in slaughter. I roamed across Europe, reaping my bloody crop. But my father's antidote cured me.
Who are you, really?
How could I answer that? I went through many lives and identities to reach this day. To you, I am Elizabeth Ashbury, and that's all I wish to be.
I understand. And I respect your desire for privacy.
Thank you, Jonathan.
What about us?
What do you mean?
You know my feelings towards you, Elizabeth. But you left without a word. So I'm worried about your feelings towards me.
I love you, Jonathan. I've loved you since the moment I saw you rescue poor Mr. Hampton in that filthy slaughterhouse, forgetting the danger as you turned your back Like the newborn fool you were.
You should have told me.
No, Jonathan. The William Marshall
You just hear the
War is
rats.
at the heart of so many hostile plans.
Basically
I could
sums
not
up the game,
risk
eh?
jeopardizing his safety.
So why did you come here? You knew I would follow you. I can't let you go.
Because I know now the blood of hate is still in my veins. No one but I can put an end to this tragedy.
I can help you. You can trust me, Elizabeth.
Not always, Jonathan. I remember how you killed that poor nurse for blackmailing me.
Would your protege agree to speak with me? I have so many questions for him.
Go on, Jonathan. But be careful.
Yes?
Sir William. My God. You really are William Marshall. You served Richard the Lionheart and his brother, King John. It is such a privilege to meet you.
I did in my day. Come closer if you want to speak. For my hearing isn't what it used to be.
I think your hearing is fine, sir.
What is it you want then?
I found your research on the antidote. The tears of the angels. What ingredients did you use?
Once I understood what the ingredients were, I used the tears of King Richard and the pure blood of the valiant Boadicea.
And did it work?
Yes. The tears cleansed my poor Elizabeth's blackened heart. It was such a blessing to see her smile again.
The blood of hate. How does it affect you? Do you feel it now?
The blood of hate? Yes. Nothing more than a sneeze, really. A sneeze held for so long, you could blow a fortress down if you released.
I would like to ask you about vampires.
Vampires? What about them?
Considering your experience, please tell me what you know.
They are terrible creatures. I have seen and fought many in my time. Foul temptresses with sharp claws and shrieking beaks.
Where did you encounter such creatures?
The last time I saw one was in a Celtic temple near Salisbury. A terrible and god-forsaken place full of ghosts and pestilence.
Can we speak about the Morrigan?
The Red Queen. What of her?
You met her, did you not?
Just once, but she never ceased to sing to me. I love her song. It is a song of blood and war. I only wish she would sometimes let me rest.
Do you know who she is?
I don't want to discuss in front of my sweet Elizabeth.
Why?
For a time, she too could hear the Red Song. The steps she danced to its melody brought pain upon the world.
Do you remember Myrddin, your maker?
Only God is my maker, for he created everything on this earth. He blessed me with eternal life through his archangel, Michael.
But Myrddin, Michael, is a vampire. He made you a blood-sucking creature of the night.
Blood, yes. I used to drink it from the throats of the unworthy. Then I was punished for my deceit. During my penance, I rely entirely upon my sweet Elizabeth.
Tell me about Elizabeth. How was she infected?
I do not wish to discuss it.
Please, Sir William. I need to know what the blood of hate is. How is it transmitted?
After defeating the disaster in St. Paul's Cathedral, I returned to my retreat. This is where my sweet Elizabeth found me, for she heard my pain from across the sea.
Where is this retreat you mentioned?
In London, under Temple Church, beneath my empty tomb. I always loved to sleep there.
Did you really sacrifice yourself to save her?
That was the only righteous path. The blood of hate made me betray her. I am at peace here. I can think about what I've done and how I failed.
Do you not want to be cured?
No. This hunger is mine. I would feel empty without it. It has been part of me for so long. All I want is quiet. Silence.
We could set you free. Let you out. Isn't that what you want?
I pray for the day I'll see the sky again. I have all but forgotten its colors. I could walk and do so many things beneath the stars. But I doubt it will be wise, me.
Then will you stay here and repent?
Elizabeth told me it will not be long now. I cannot wait to feel the sweet caress of her hand on my cheek after so long as she releases me. Has the time come?
Yes, Father.
Why not unleash me then? To see the sky a final time.
You already are the sky, and all its stars.
I'm not defeated, for I welcome the sword you bear, for it is mine.
You were never defeated, my lord. Farewell, Father. And to you also, Jonathan.
What do you mean?
I can't stand what I've become. This healthy carrier, as you put it. The flames will purify the poison that runs in my veins.
No! I won't allow this to happen.
I am death, Jonathan. Wherever I go, I can't stand it.
Who cares? We are vampires. We are death.
No, Jonathan. I won't bring another disaster into this world.
I can't lose you, Elizabeth. Even if it means putting the whole world at risk.
How can you say such an awful thing? Where is the Jonathan I once saved from a scowl in this abandoned factory?
I'm not that frightened man anymore. I've learned so much. Done so much.
I see. So there is nothing worth living for in this world anymore. Farewell, my love.
Farewell.
So,
One prayer for the summoned, called by this song. Child born from darkness, whose path he must find. Now the song is sung and your path chosen. England is safe, the price paid most dear. But what do you care? You are the one who keeps killing. You've chosen your path, my fallen champion, like others before you. Prey to lust and desire, slave to the everlasting thirst. My queen sleeps once again, and I'll soon join her slumber. Until, alas, she rises, woken by the hunger never fed.
Vampyr. 6 out of 10 for me. 7 out of 10 if you're a fan of the genre. Probably 8 out of 10 if you played it when it came out. It was all part of the hype and yada yada yada. I'm sure there's different things that you can do in the game. Sound good. Hate the things I say about it. 4 big things. Was the game fun? Kinda. Did it leave an impression on me? I think there's SFA vampire games, so it's really good to have one that's like not awful. Would I keep this game? Well, I didn't buy it in the first place. And finally, could I recommend this game? Yeah, absolutely can sincerely recommend this game. Is it a good game for streaming? Superb game for streaming. Good game for speedrunning. Probably has speedrun potential. A good game for min-maxing. and doing ridiculous stuff in. Probably you could do that too. 3 bad things. Game's slow. Negative experience points. Too many of the same painting. I feel like a lot of the game is like that. 3 good things. Whole theme was really well done. Core ideas are solid. Execution, it feels like a PC game rather than the console blockbuster. 3 good things. I don't know, I'm struggling. Like, what I didn't like was the more you play the game, the less powerful you felt. Everything scaled with you. You still died in ridiculous ways. Yeah. Good things, good things. I like the Y, the whole Vampyr, that was kind of cool. Oh, the whole English lore, you know. I was memeing really hard about the Knights of Ascalon, but then being the Lance Bearer and all this stuff kind of seemed pretty cool. And the little sub-stories and stuff was kind of neat. I feel like Mass Effect kind of might have done that a little bit better, maybe. I don't know. Maybe equal. Would I play it again? I'd try not to play this game again, honestly. I don't really know what I would do. Does the game deserve a sequel? I think the game deserves a... is there a DLC to this game? I'm not sure. Did they fix some funny things in this game? I don't know. Does it need multiplayer? Nah. A strong single player experience. Does it deserve a sequel? Yeah, I think so. It deserves a sequel where the vampire can walk in the daytime, meet its contemporaries. Yeah? Like in 21st century England. That's what I reckon. What do you guys think? Right, I think that would be killer. Yeah, on the whole, I had a positive experience with this game. Like, look at me. I sat down and I played it day after day after day during Halloween stream. There was countless horror games, scary games, or even kids' fantasy games that I could have played. I could have done Amazon Watch Party. I could have sat in the Tarot channel and done Tarot all day. I could have played Warcraft all day, Wrath of the Lich King. I played this over Wrath of the Lich King, and they're offering a free mount to play it. I'm glad I played this game. One of my viewers who's actually good at video games, young fella, believes this is a good game. I've had people come in my stream who have said to me, I don't know if I like you, so I'm not sure if I'm going to follow. I don't know if I like you, so I don't know if I want to interact with you or not. Actually say that to me on stream. And these people have beaten this game several times apparently, and played all the vampire games that are out there. So I think in terms of, from what I know, where this game would sit in the vampire game hierarchy is probably right at the top there, if I'm honest. Things that would have made this game like a 7 or an 8. If you kept the game exactly the same, but you allowed people to be a woman, a sexy vampire woman, man, this game would have sold even more, right? They should have had 2 editions. Yeah, the $120 edition, where you could play as a woman, and then the $99 edition where you play as the dude. Now that I've said that out loud, I regret saying it out loud, but having 2 types of character that you could play should be easy, right? You know what would thrill me is if there was a new game plus mode and you could play as Lady Ashbury. That'd be cool. All the lore and stuff, I'm sure it's bang on with a lot of stuff. I was even Googling stuff, right? So I think it's pretty cool. But again, I still stand by my score of 6 out of 10. It was like, that's still a passing score, right? What's a 7 out of 10 game? Can't think of any. Let me revise that. I feel like I had a 6 out of 10 experience, which is still acceptable in passing, right? Still good. But I didn't have that wow. It wasn't like Crash Bandicoot, where that was 10 out of 10. It's hard to make. This is the thing, right? When everything's glum and gloomy and, I'm gonna say a swear, and shit, it's hard to make an experience that's super incredible and fun because you've worked really hard using the same paintings to show people exactly how much you care about making a shit experience. Same reason why I haven't played Returnal again. It's just so dark and it's just, you know what I mean? Even though the gameplay and everything is solid, right? And even when I was reading about Returnal, the whole game is about the car crash and the kid and all this like Freud and Jung psychology, blah blah blah, psychoanalysis. I wish it was just about the aliens and being in outer space. I feel deceived, which is why I'm glad I didn't buy that game. All the music and stuff was on point. It was cool. They managed to do things that you think you'd need some real hardcore stuff, but they were able to pull it off. The game did have atmosphere. Again, like it's another video game that's managed to make England and the United Kingdom, I'm going to say another swear, look like a shithole. Is that true? Is the UK really awful? Right? I know it used to be pretty bad, but then so did the whole world once upon a time, right? So yeah, for whatever reason, in the video game industry, people work really hard to make sure that the UK stinks, even though that they make British people make some of the best video games ever, right? Like Batman Arkham. Also incredible. Game needs anti-aliasing on Xbox though. I don't know why it doesn't have it. Needs an update. So I'd say my experience is a 6, but I think the game's is, I'll give it a solid 7.5, right? So that's 75 out of 100. That's still a H2B. There are lots of things that it does right though. I'm glad I played it. I feel like I'm a better gamer for it. And I feel like if I went from this game and started playing Bloodborne, I would be better at Bloodborne, if that makes sense. Because I have been recommended to play Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, in order to become an actual good gamer. But I gotta get my hands on that. Don't like skipping through the credits. Oh yeah, there we go, did it for me. I'll say this though, I've watched a lot of credits on my stream over time, and that was the slowest, and it seemed like it had the least people. There's usually like 100 people in marketing and finance that get applause. So is this just a really tiny studio? Look, if it's just a really tiny studio who did this, then that's amazing. I've got to go now anyway, and I will go and read up about the developers of this game and more about this game overall. I have a very, and I can admit, narrow and small perspective of this game and what it's all about. I'm not ashamed of that, but I'll say, again, I'm really glad I played it. Definitely can recommend it. Great game for streaming, speedrun potential, so much potential with Vampyr as a franchise and places, directions you can go. I think the number one thing that it did for me was tie in so many real elements in a brilliant work of fiction, and really got my imagination running. So that's high praise, right? Still an experience of a 6, game of 7.5, and thank you very much for watching my playthrough of Vampyr. Had a good time, yeah? Without further ado, I gotta scram, people are home, we got stuff to do, junk food to eat, stories to tell, yada yada yada. Right, happy Halloween everybody, all my viewers in the States. I apologize for saying, because they all went to bed, right? And I was like, just remember, you're not waking up. Apologize for being sinister like that, but I couldn't help it. Stay awesome, guys. I'm getting out of here. So.